matchup with the Rockets. That's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Anderson's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Waters. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for Porter Jr. Jones, the pass to Highland. Jones with a screen on Kuminga. Leonard for 3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
They think that's a shot they can give Kawhi. They are dead wrong. This guy worked methodically to build that three-point shooting.
Pass to MP. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Leonard passes to Highland. Here's Jones. Leonard for 3. The rebound by MP.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Down low. From inside. Getting it done inside. MP.
Boy, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to review the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson.
重打了鸡巴。
5 affiliation. That rep boost this season.
会查攻略啊。
Jen saying she's having second thoughts, but the talking points don't line up without two players featured. Yeah, exactly. They don't feature any teams. I think Jen will hear about
怎么攻的？靠北。
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP. The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut. It's the NBA. Welcome.
啊？不就点聊天室吗？不是属性那边改 CSS 吗？
To our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested. He's checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Green.
Once again, give it up for your Warriors dance team.
And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak for themselves.
Pocket two. Los Angeles with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
I see him.
There's the triple. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3. Powell's got 7 points in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Schroeder. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 14 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. And then for Los Angeles, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Zubats. Amir Coffey comes in for Powell. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Dunn. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. He's coming off an excellent season and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. MP inside. He's against Tucker. Good on the shot.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Los Angeles leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Golden State moving the ball around. That's tipped. Way gets the bucket. MP's got his second basket of the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Harden. Jones with the screen on Schroeder. The 3 from Harden. Misses the 3. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. Live from Chase Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Bones Highland. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jones. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Coffee in at the 3 spot. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a...
啊？这是什么？全部哦。从哪里开始啊？北广哦。全度，不见了。是要等他跑是不是？他会自己抓吗？我继续玩吗？不知道，给他点时间。
Full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It's just fascinating. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
我不就要请他安静一点？我很小声吗？真的假的？游戏开一半，不是麦克风可以调吗？ 啊，现在嘞，我开一半而已。
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Amir Coffey. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kevin Porter. Here's Highland. He's defended by Podziemski.
Great understanding by MP, knew what position to be in.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing.
一定改判，没改判我把你手机丢出去。
New appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes. You know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
我总不可能丢我的手机吧？
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Pass to Dunn. Zubac, a screen on Wiggins. Dunn passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice movement on the screen and roll. Zubac's good at angling his body in those sets.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the
我被换
timeout.
掉了，
Looking
模
for
拟
a breather.
把手机丢出去。
they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Zubac finds Harden. Dunn outside. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to bring any videos on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
啊，你那个好像不行耶。
That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he said.
Now, you can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement. And as a basketball fan, it's...
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Clippers. It's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
Yeah, if you include the offseason, it's been months, Shaq, since this team's won a game. Not a great feeling.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust off.
Some changes. MP's checked in for Wiggins, and it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Hield. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. MP out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Kuminga in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Leonard with the bucket.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Warriors trail by 9. MP dishes to Green. Golden State moving it around. Here's Way. And that one is off. Excellent defense there from Zubac.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock to the middle. Harden kicks to Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Way's shot is off. Clippers leading by 11. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP with a screen on Hart. Bounce pass Schroeder. Pass to Jackson Davis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Anderson, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Draymond Green. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Dunn passes to Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the Warriors can't hang out of the ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Harden looking it over. He gets it in there. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor. the Clippers. Bones Highland is out there at Porter. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position.
That's a smooth long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
Outside Porter. Down low, here's Jones. And Jones sends it home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside, Payton. Outside, Way. Pass to Anderson. And stolen by Leonard. Highland with it. He's defended by Podziemski. MP left side. Outside, Kuminga. To the paint. Back to Podziemski. Pocket 6. Inside. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Clippers leading by 12. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Higgins is checked in for Gary Payton. And the Clippers with a change here too. Dunn's checked in. And the latest now. Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively.
我先要
Much more
跳
accurate
那
from
个
the
聊
field
天室。
since halftime.
这样不好吗？
Kuminga sets a screen for MP. Close in, no stopping MP.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Highland, and the rejection by MP. Pass to Jones. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Anderson. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Podziemski on the wing. Back to MP. Book it! MP with a tough shot.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Warriors with some changes. Green's checked in for Anderson. Hield comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Highland. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Hield. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the lane. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Green against Leonard. Powell kicks to Harden. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Zubats. Bucket is good.
That's what Zubats is here for, making plays in the trenches.
MP against Zubats. Here's Wayne. It's held in by Zubats. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zubats.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP deciding where to go with it. Another miss by MP. And here's Los Angeles. 17-point lead, their biggest. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Season's not over. Plenty of time left.
Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Good luck out there, MP.
Hey, MP. It's your world. We just live it.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys get thanks for joining us here. And with the season still getting up to full speed, here are the latest power rankings. Let's see who's off to the races. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the... Some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from